With us now is Jason Smith, congressman from the great state of Missouri. He also happens to be the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. That's the chief tax writing committee in the House of Representatives, and he has a big job to do. Mr. Chairman, you said in a recent interview that you were going to be Switzerland, that you have all of these competing demands and desires among Republicans about what they want in and what they want out, and that you see yourself as trying to bring people together, not push an agenda of your own. The first faction that seems to need your attention in this healing is the folks who, and these are mostly from blue states, so that means that they're mostly from competitive districts. These are the SALT Republicans. These are the guys who represent districts in states that have high state and local taxes, and they want the tax deduction for those folks brought back up. It's at $10,000, I think, now, and they want that way up. What are you going to tell those folks?
So, like you said, it's all about balancing everyone's interest. And if you know my colleagues that I serve with in the House, they have very strong differing views on various issues, especially state and local income tax, like you referred to. Some people call it SALT. We've been working with the members from California, New Jersey, New York, and trying to find that good balance and look at the overall tax package that we're going to be bringing forward with lower rates, pro-growth, pro-family, pro-worker, pro-small business policies. But we have to thread that needle. We have to thread that needle very easily. If you look at the United States Senate, they do not have a senator that represents a SALT state that's Republican.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so it's not a priority of the Senate by any means.
It that way.
But it is a priority of President Trump as well. He did campaign that he wanted to provide some SALT relief to those people in New York, New Jersey, and California. We'll do it, but it has to be a fair, even balance.
Okay, so another group of vulnerable Republicans are folks who represent districts that, like yours, include lots of folks who receive benefits from Medicaid, right? So we have, so if you, the first group, and I think you're going to talk to them on Wednesday, the SALT guys on Wednesday, you have another faction that say, we cannot abide any substantial cut on Medicaid. And these are a lot of rural districts, a lot of people who have folks who are sort of Obamacare expansion beneficiaries. We're talking about lots and lots of folks. The blueprint calls for $800 billion in reductions in spending from the committee of jurisdiction here. I've talked to multiple Republicans and I say, where are you going to get the money? And they say, we're going to put in work requirements. CBO says that that would be $1 out of $8, right? So that'd be $10 billion a year instead of the $80 billion a year that is targeted. Where do you get the rest of that money on Medicaid?
So Medicaid all falls underneath the Energy and Commerce Committee, not Ways and Means. But I will say that the president's been crystal clear, Chris, that he will not be cutting benefits for individuals, will not allow that. He does not want this to be a health care bill. This is an economic bill that secures the border and unleashes U.S. energy. There's other things that Energy and Commerce can do that are much more things than Medicaid. For example, Spectrum can bring in a very large amount of money, an auction. And so there's numerous different items.
And this is where the federal government has, through the FCC, licenses the use of the airwaves, and there's a lot of demand for new airwaves, and that could be billions of dollars.
That's exactly right. It would be many billions of dollars, and that falls within the same jurisdiction of Energy and Commerce. Work requirements is one thing. Also making sure illegals don't receive benefits is another. But taking benefits from U.S. citizens is not what the president's priority is.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.